This is a tutorial on the cable connections you might use during setup of your new HD system. This is an optical cable. This specifically carries sound, different formats from 2.1, 3.1, 2.0, 5.1, 6.1, and 7.1. It's a very good cable for carrying audio because it's an optical cable. There's not any interference that you're going to pick up from any power cables or anything like that. It's also very fast, so it'll get the audio from point A to point B a little quicker. The next cable down is a digital coax, and this cable will carry the digital information as well as the optical, but being that it's a RCA, there is room for interference on that from power, so the optical cable would still be the best. This next cable here is a subwoofer cable, and this is used to carry the information from your receiver to your subwoofer. Anytime you're hooking this up, it's best to use an RCA with a strong tip on the end, because a lot of the times the subwoofer connection on the back is the one that sticks out the most, so if you're pushing the receiver back, it might bend, so it's nice to get a strong cable for that. This would be an inexpensive cable you might find online that would cover digital coax, subwoofer, or any type of RCA connection that you might need. This is some speaker wire. Speaker wire can be very confusing because as the gauge number gets lower, the cable actually gets bigger. So what you want to look for when you're getting speaker wire is something probably around 14 to 16 gauge would be decent. This is a stereo jack. Basically, most people call it a 3.5 millimeter or a headphone jack. The type of connection you would use this for would be hooking up audio from your computer or just plugging in a set of headphones. The next cable here, this is a coaxial cable, and this would go from your cable box to the wall, or from the wall to your cable box. Up here you'll see a splitter connected to this, and you would use that if you're going to take advantage of a picture-in-picture mode on your television. One would go to your cable box and then the other one would go to the television. This is a composite cable. These are standard definition cables. The yellow carries the video, white and red carries the audio, and you'll see those on standard definition game systems and DVD players. The S-video connection is one step above the composite video. You still need the white and red for the audio, but the S-video carries the video information and it does a little bit better job. The component video is a step up from that. That can carry progressive modes, 480p all the way up to 1080i, and it's a very good connection, but it's still analog. The VGA connection, which is usually blue, sometimes black, but it basically plugs from the back of your computer into your monitor, or if you have a VGA connection on the back of your television, you could take advantage of hooking up your computer to your TV. This is a DVI connection, and some of the newer computers and monitors have these connections on the back of them. It's basically the same thing as an HDMI, but without the audio. It's a little bit older connection. This is actually a DVI to HDMI connection on the other side, and you would use that to connect a newer computer or a better video card to your television. This is a HDMI cable, and this one has a nylon mesh around it to make it a little bit stronger. The tips are really solid. You get a lot of a good quality out of this because it's a longer cable. Usually the length does matter in HDMI. If you're doing a shorter cable, you can go with an inexpensive one, which might look like this. This one actually has a ferrite on it, which reduces the interference from power cables and things like that. And those are the cables.